malungil tutan morar beklaad kada luwat taril along de lurior mo mga mokler sel ngi presidential press conference rigid wabe kal tokol do mo ula kada mo ula pang lungu malungil lang taril al tutar ong de lurior al mo ong tira Miss Jennifer Sugiyama al mo maskida kada lungu taril al tutaw
malungit tutaw ungid sid sa omreng al saw le ungid sid sa tulungal ge malmasaw la te al chief of staff madapot tele ekle tolu Adam el Dios agimeral mereng asule merel al tutaw ertial meral klobok le ungid sid sa kamral masaw raklisi ela padangam marang mam Akmara loter ka klitial press conference kawe atam el Dios. Pulsab emelo makrar ka mam. Egi mol melo pasel sel mol ringar o masyo ma sel belti ka ringar kaw. El pulsab el mol matal raranjit a president mar cabinet teringi matige rohu lorior ungel tel administration mar atara olbila. Agi maralol ngit telwase mo makngal tengah tablumam el klugo ng kamang ta weekend. Pol sa amam el maral mal aswara igel mol ring el milket ka government tergi terangara mol may egi mo reng asulir egi mo mlu telo reng asulir tigel ngaringir el all time. Makimral dio tang asaw emeralol ngit ta klangal tengat el kamang ta weekend malakam kasakla. Yak bu teloter ka klitel press conference ka mam on ngita eta ringar ka polo makrar ka mam el altutaw akimral dio tang asaw emeral mereng asulem in Jesus mighty and powerful and precious name amen.
Maroise malungil tuta gotrule bodo susray bedul maraklay marbugul belaw pilong me biraklay marmasil belaw President Senate Locons Paulus, Marocul Senators, Delegate Speaker Anastasio, Marocul Delegates, Governors, Speakers, Leitors, Marbek Ladar Belau, Nara Blur Ngayan, Moro Charigi, Mangarik La Blur Bela Sils, Mal Will Tutao, Malguia del Gotrul, Gamra Sula, Rubakal Dios, Kir Nara Blur, Nara Buda, del Mimokla. المدرسة رابلوات. Actually, say in the last couple of weeks, once again, cell sovereignty, it's always threatened. I get the research vessels Rasina. 2 of them came in within the last month. Melding Rabelwa, uninvited. Magada godra kian ngarabuda ndiga dirigal maya se ngari tigel continuously to test self sovereignty magada I think dirigal ngal tatra se blue ramrigela part tira help rigidra security ma defense ra blue velom dirigal sodra mutel teal dirigal mal mrenga asulela blue ramrigel El mlo sier invite Blay Madrid, ma Jessica Mendoza, el mera Blur Belau, but umralo set help pergi del inspire ngalget. You know, Marisel toka say if you can dream it, you can do it. Mamral, you know, both Blay and Jessica are really. It's impressive what they accomplished and what they have done in their lifetimes. You know, the ngaramong sildomesra other usora major leagues that's kind of out of this world, eh? Well, they got the lang the message ngari abuiger belan message making in a major league and not only one team umla member Astros, Tampa Bay, Detroit and Pirates. So kada proud rin madirigal you know kada madura Miss Mendoza nga reporter ESPN announced at the World Series for the Dodgers, el Drigam Lomre, I mean, these are el Blue, and I think the opportunity for meet them and get inspired and to see what their potential can be. Dirigal mal al ser hablar se lo dona of course am rigil am la help le gorbelao di mal so le go bla madma of course a fiance, so they were able to come as a whole family. And I know in one of the talk shows Yamal emphasizing here how much the Mala would schedule everything around Rangaligel. And the Tigalamo 20 years they'll be below. Basically for the last 20 years and all they've been doing life they revolve around the tel Yakura Ablai. And that's what it takes. It takes commitment. They are by themselves. It requires a commitment. Their parents are remind them for every success, it takes the whole community and the whole family supporting join our activities. Our sensei, our parents, and community volunteers that helped organize all those different events and those opportunities for them to visit the community and inspire kids. Of course, we mini games and the major league schedule. Gamers time mini games, but maybe he's retired. I think if he retires, he can still come and play and do quite well. Kita dirigam del melara a cup. Oh, hala kung tertual la kurang asula media lo banget. Ngaria Miss Sungyama, Jennifer Manuel tuta dirigam Manuel tutangwak la ma Samantha Molayan. Kogara Island Times. Yes. So sulal ngartial as we always say, close to Tila Media and the fourth branch of government. So ungil ome, so accurate information and this person more a public. So sulang. Kita adrigam lel mlara Baku. Baku ablunora Azerbaijan. I'm not attender sele Cup 29. Of course, TSL المصادرة climate change, and it's this year they term it as the Finance Cup. I think over the years it's been all about commitments. What are we going to do to reduce our emissions? But a lot of this requires funding, and so it's a climate coupling. So estimate I say we need 1.3 billion. I'm sorry, trillion, trillion commitments that were announced there are 350 million, but it's getting access to those funding, getting everybody to agree on how we're going to disperse that funding, how it gets out to the people, and address again needs and puts us on the right track so that we can stay below 1.5, but yet keep people protected. Of course, toka changes, of course, ang clock answer na kasi ukpesel administration na amrigel ko kalel polmoda a vision ringil girel tial toy, but I think it's important participation again, and like I said, lugila dim la kalbong. Ito osendegi bo lagi protest. Legal meetings elbong we get nothing done. So we have to protest in all different manners to try to raise ambition and to make a difference. So, sa lidera marapet dim la kalbong di protocol Pacific leaders am say, of course, like Prime Minister Cook Islands, Tonga, Marshalls, FSM, they were all there. We went, of course, later at Minas and Kiora, well, also there. Sera bodong doing kadamina do high level segment, but at the second part. First and ukti share igel challenges that we have and how we need to continue to work together, and most importantly requires all of us. Part of that, Ablura Taiwan needs to be included ra igel solutions kita face. So dirigal dablar sem nari atela daluk dirigal visit tel البلو MSA president Sel Blue. Of course, this is important to them. They want to help small islands. Kada gidam nawa Sel chairmanship OSS tamal interested in helping our Pacific Islands. They did it through Sel Commonwealth Association, but the must say how they can help Ambassador Sidra telura AOSS. Kadagora expected to have tangara blingela tel Asia, Europe, Asia continent mdagal sal manala belao ding get president tamal manala belao. So hopefully maybe someday he'll come and visit. And look at opportunities here. Blura Azerbaijan, of course, I'm under the Soviet Union. I'm together. I'm independent. 1992, 93, I think 92. Sral beda Berliosel Berlin Wall. Interesting. To celebrate that two Independence Days. Almost 100 years ago. But no independent. The couple years, Soviet Union took over. Tagamla under Russia, and then the independent till 2 years, and then Soviet Union took them over again. The say blue di brigada Iran, of course, Maria partra Iran, le partra Azerbaijan, ma partra Armenia, le partra Azerbaijan. Just recently, Maria Armenia took regain some of their territory. Yeah, blue, I get the Maria time, but it was safe. I mean, clean el blue. Of course, with all their oil and gas money, they're developing just like the UAE. One of the things that I noticed, of course, they invest in their culture, keeping their old cities. They have a carpet museum. They have they call Fire Mountain. El tiagas el dimetub dra abling el ablum dik mar dra bekal time. Digal math. 4,000 years or something, they said that it's been spewing gas. But but they need to be part of the solution. But they're also developing their country. One of the places I went to visit, Seabreeze. Seabreeze is a whole master plan del community. Got famous el singer mle bilang algel amle developer, and within like the next by 2027 it'll be a city that has 100,000 people, and it's a tourist resort and all this. Gidira kamlora mountain magi visit tel imora resort tel Ministry of Tourism amirurin bebula mountain. They are snoring blue, so they have 450 snow making machines. They don't have that much rain. But they're really trying to diwa UAE namudega oil ma gas, so diversify their economy, and tourism, of course, is one of the ways. Dirigal blue rasers. 9 of the 11 different climate zones in the blue lada ngarira Azerbaijan. I got basically all fruits of blue lada sino moro ursel blue. So yung pomegranate season set ukman famous tora pomegranates ding tokara wa yagidele sheep ma karbo. That's what they're known for, and carpets. But the friendly people, they were really friendly people and very hospitable, and anyway dirigal ukla maria temil. But it's safe, and it's a nice place to visit. So, visit conference. Anyway, El week, Klawal proclamations. So the first one was yesterday, was National Diabetes Day. Close to Trilbo, say over 50% of the population are blue below sukal. And that's why prevention is so important, and get a community effort among gather exercise, gather tegdol tuayel kitra badenged al chable badenged mala ma sugal sedra se sugal mandrigal bush light mong sugal. No, to help her more understand the secretary sugal. People mawayan mandrigal part of cell category. Because they help her more understand the say. I yelled or two awul the more. Gida dirigal madira say one of the things that we signed yesterday, a dirigal proclamation about 16 days of activism focusing on ending violence against women and girls, gender-based violence. Dirigal me say seldoli maro magadaplo mamale udar arbid magatar masadra yeyi de la holiday so I say. But we also need to ensure especially deal mara al bi lama miyagredila asel bakl, and they know where to go to get help. And it's not right. The physical, verbal, sexual, I get role abuse. Important to help her. El alcil se quedó tirigal mnesana tablol proclamations. Lani obanged. Sel first mle el alcil sel declare December 3rd, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Tiaklo tutrelcil se dengira del recognize el wase abalwada gira el blue نيا inclusive بلول رجول هذا غنية تعال المورتير ده غير غنية وراب غنية ورا المصنص المورتير. Everybody should have the opportunity to succeed. Inclusiveness عمل الكلاود ترى الم هذا ما مسكات على لاني مسيسل غير شيء. إذا لاست البلاد دريغل عمره عشان دريغل supporter تيال التورا disabilities December 10th. It's a proclamation by the a Universal Declaration on Human Rights Day. Alam التيرار هذا ما أقول تكلاو تطلع. يجي هذا المسابقة قرني. من دي قضية صادرين أو سباق المرة هذا نقرأ كلا بلور بلام ما ألسلا بلور بلام يجي هذا protect alam التيرار بكلا. So with that ندعوي بساتة الله لاني من بلدو جرا سيد جرا السل December 3.
Ministers sa mga media, waisay yung mal lungila next week, mal kusukodala lang kada the proclamations and mulukol blem say na ratutaw. First to say the December 3rd, the proclaim International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Madira ka sa December 10 and World Human Rights Day. And next week, tiya kalawais masi ngaringiya adara tigel adara Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights as a Regional Pacific Office. Tige mera arrive Monday, and they'll be here. El momitra government, morning sa consultation, mar civil society, private sectors. El ulo ka dun sa inosegi the proclamation World Human Rights Day. Dire kalmi omes mase ngaray el human rights treaties el ratify ablo bela ul tablo nga UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, masel UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Ngaringi other 7 and big 9 human rights LDW design mandiri kalmoring aldaduk masing ngara priority pelaw makakatome sa gigitel 7 and human rights kada moral butul care ngara sab edel al kay ngasew algire lagay gigitel pepira human human rights. Again, kadadigan ni submit ra VNR report tergid, makadomes masende ka adal mooit, ay gidal human rights, ay gidal lomes masengara priority belaw, ngara sa edal kutmok, mandia ka linda ka dito lora adal belaw, matigal migrant workers, tigal nga low rural adrangot abukir belaw, mandirek kalkadom da sortir, may gidal aldatu, abo ngira next week, alo mo ora Monday, mo ongi malurior, yung ngaringisan malaklo, sige International Day, amo ngira Long Island, nalgukti celebrate tra International Day of Persons with Disabilities, es el December 4 almong, amo ngira gigita consultation, loban tira high government officials, civil society, media, private sectors, mga direct loban nga embassies, algira lagi gigita protocol engagement tra human rights treaties ra Blupelaw. So mal mo, it's a celebration for us. I know I'm na-check at the Ministry of State, and I think this is the first human rights proclamation that we had, but we had engagement before in the earlier years. Ding by tulog tal kora olgi sa aldatu, algira lagi kita protocol human rights kita amne sign back in September 2011. Mong ay kita kora the activities ya final program magipom sendingin mora road partners sa since komeng mal no kora last minute tamali kamne o ice mas tigita support sil offering in Mervelao, so we grab it, the Ministry of Health and Human Services agim ne reach out to Ministry of State tigita wal contact point to kora gender ma human rights, so we're partnering organize agil consultation ma activities for next week. Sulang President.
Sula lani kita amna sa kadang holiday season mang elal week kada waturol kada mal so that mga sular bekla other belao. Wish them a very happy Thanksgiving and really a family day. I got the uldakal tablong, and this is a great opportunity to spend time with family and be thankful for the many blessings that we have. I think most importantly the blessings el kadaliak al blue digit el moderat rabelwat. Kita adirigal elal silseng employee appreciation there agabalment. Mang sokan utial teale mal mrenga sula rogul adra agabalment tira urol sur brigida adra bela rogui. Ramring lorere rabekal sils. Mang aichel ministria aitigel wal designated el tira the set employee of the year aichel ministry. Sokal utial teale muy one clear. Really for their outstanding service. Tigatigel mlo above and beyond. Rayel uk normal uror el arag mamad swadel congratulate tire mrenga sulir. Magoturul kadamora Ministry of State. Mada mrenga sulela employee of the year el Keith Sungyama. Nga angel charge er gid ngara blura huriping. Aud mrenga uror abekel sils. Tiregal Ministry of Finance, Maria Ashley Adelbay, Customs Officer, and Marine Lord Maria Asulan. You want to say something about? No? The regal Kadamora Ministry of Education, Maria Jimbo Romano. Minister, what does he do?
Air conditioning, plumbing.
Oh, maintenance, huh?
He's maintenance and takes care of a lot of different issues.
Making sure everything is running properly. Okay, Jimbo. And then the Ministry of HRCTD, Derek Benjamin, Employee of the Year.
Sila Presidenta, tuti ingel okmo ko mo mala permit rakaw, engage ingel me miserably me approve. Historical permits. Engage direct mara legal blue lo mesagel historical sites.
Direct mal mra sulala Harvey Tageshi ra Ministry of Justice. Ngara sel Criminal Investigation Division. Kita mo sa mal mring na urar police mo mal mrenga asulen. And then kadamora MHHS hanggang Clint Nakamura. Maintenance. Making sure that everything is running. Almring asulen. Mora Mafe, Omakrael Sadang. hanggang araw maka obis rasers. Makra lang araw obis rasers. Okay. MPII, Minister Obiang Alban Ongino. Kamuras mo din ka?
President Tatartriel Magigrel Biget el ngari education ri ratora engineering wabanggela director malaire ngara CIP tirgel lo mesa a project legal project
Ano yun na?
oy mang
Yeah.
mal meseselbuy Aulagi kardi masara norde afternoon nagdukok masara sa
Saud.
legal project tabar pati
Yeah.
isur
Sulang. Gamora Officer Vice President ngara nemo Loma Ngamaes. Congratulations. Sulang ngara mring rurerim. Lastly, uktial officer gida President ngaria Mayang ngiraingas. Gangar sa legal department rigid. Alman mring asulera mring rurerim. And lastly, kodi update tayo kora maran mel activity elal week. Oh, next week. Yeah. Next week. En sa first week of December, kita mo kaya President Lai Blura Taiwan al me visit rigid. Oh, December 5th and 6th. And then Maria Christmas programs that will be coming up para Christmas and Mamura December 16. Plana elalira mo kadamo hostora Goksai. So lastly, this holiday season, kadamal madinga laseng gira del celebrate and di kita celebrate but kada more responsible. May say, sumong mal mo igang at least nga driver. Kita madinga laseng dekal soda klor koreora al dubo because kadam na ukman lo imis. May say AG and dekal soda lekong visit kami leko bora. May say. Okay, ma hindi kayo de like open a question again la ma open question. So kabong yawa.
President, welcome back. Ngara plans na tele-up transition ma inauguration na next year. Kaniya kam na matmukol. Kina na inauguration na TLBS in aming government.
Well, inauguration January 16. May say, committee namadrodro. I think first meeting elal chils. Ogora planning meeting omur elal chils. Kada dekala ngara COVID magdala expector ti tokol nga other ngara outside me visit get this time. So kada ngara ngara plan lagi elal say.
And visit na President Lai.
Yes.
Nama President Lai. Siyang mo, ngariya mo ko na program na government to kasi any media sama ka mo ko na meeting or will there be or in the strictly in the visit na
The angregel activities el valoro like opening a one-stop shop, more capital. Aye, se programmable.
ngartil me ngariya.
Media is open to come. Yeah.
Hindi ako yung gida. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, namuin. Next.
Oy.
Bon.
Tia, aulak teacher nga kasi from security, I don't know how much we're supposed to give in advance. So,
Sel visit ang nga event sa host Belao, mga nga event sa local host Taiwan.
Yeah.
So invitation will be coming to the media from both governments.
and we'll get and you get a schedule.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, important yeah, amidian on chula.
Guram le so alo ger ka we president del girela cap 29. Di since the korang artel tapige edik karira AG since artel era Ministry of Justice. AG ko takora oreng srar arbotokol kora buig is el loger takmulasen two kinds of triads, gangster ar adrasinal ngarpelaw. Mang seragisatial newsel girela president Lyle mera me visit. Akora di swaka logel wase ministering well prepared the aware girela igang ma security el makaloader lo bangela security ra Taiwan le. As you know, di halsuada lungi la president del mel gora morning akariol tuba. Egida dia ka sel mal expertise sergid el gora mangat mokal girela igay mang ngaraigel sa el rulia Ministry of Justice loader ro bangela at timera Taiwan al make sure a safety ra President Laimar adal.
Kumda sa Office of President Loya ka Chief of Staff in constant communication with the Bureau of Public Safety. Maigel nga aliram lamob lakataklo sa ngarang with the two security ra adra Taiwan ma avelaweng it's kadamlamok mokol gire la visita President Lai.
Sulang. President Kamlo mention alwase self-climate finance goal by 2035 girel namo 1.3 trillion siya agora proposed tira agora sera kunguyuwa kung Mr. Segi del website COP29 ito agora mlo olngit taigel developed countries alwase bolsa real contribute to 250 million rabek rag in order to to reach Segi del goal. Makora di so kaloger as a victoria kidra agora gegrel belu ngari agora igel issues el gegi del develop del belu agora dia halsal sorir because en walbol helper gidel magegrel belu katokora di develop el kwadim ne so kalunga osingem sinseng akora mitsar Segi del website COP29.
Yeah, the which was 1.3 trillion adi mera gal migrel blue. The sel unfortunate part I will tell Kappa Claude the Bayteria a lot of that money did til oitim rodi tir ruwal di til mortir. So that that's one of the things that it's discussed here was at least maybe regular the repter meragal el blue tira are suffering from the impacts of climate change. So that's what the negotiators spend hours and hours trying to get in the language to ensure. First, it's easily accessible, and it actually gets to the people that need it most. Naricel, Naria Imorom Logola Segel developed countries are getting 350 billion, Ukpakan mo 250 billion. Anyway, got him a clone number. And that's why Amarape said el degalbo. No said tigadi malagoy. Remember last time they had a goal of 100 billion by 2020, and they never reached that 100 billion until this year. So we need commitment, but actually more than that is action. And that's why in Gira that we have to continue to put the pressure. Gira and continue through all avenues. Of course, in the next 2 years, Seruk Tara Klisi Ildobang as chairman of AOSIS, Miguel Dorinan and Miguel Blurad. Dorinan as secure Gidra UN. Sel Doba Imol Toy, Dongo Dura Egal Blue, and Sia Klisi Ildobang. Close to the Ludalegal, Miguel Blue, Magal, Nodora Egal Maclol Blue, to hold them accountable. In fact, December, AG Kamia Sel ICJ. Sel ICJ sel walur tutak and Moregal developed the country so basically a polluter pays. Malsum kamal mal rabula de ka girem el harara Moregal be egal Miguel el bulo egal gia talamal el kami amla kutmokla. So yeah kadangara egal rogul Tirang tingin lo kasi magara I think justice is served. Saya sulang araga.
Ngawa. Ito nila kulmol mo.
Hindi mo yun.
Oh, yes. Minister iyar ak milngo yourself Jaika report del tilo very early this year. Egora imol goram le ngwa catchera osinge garil girel sel report. Agora tadiri really report ras a 2:06 el mo 8 o'clock ragab singay. Es el report igel culverts mamlay maray raray mlay ma motorcycles ma heavy equipment ma of course light trucks ma passengers raiga rogul causeway and this report ako ramlo masaw del wase kada malwadi tangar bebu del dia kada bora igel mal el detail el utta maintenance ra aurelef makora wandel wase kamlam sa sel report ngara kora osengela CIP ma public works el wase magara adolmol mel maintain ay kalklal ang donation ra baby ra lulol nga sel grant aid mang magara sabi ela bela ulki darulia partner gid and make sure wase ay kalklal well maintained Lektirakal serak mel ngara huriping ra after about nga ang tial issue raral mel mlo dia karal ma mang ututar ang rasik sak mlo chia kara tial pombraral ma mlo mga durar adel actually marut audior ito ay salwasya ko ramle recommendation el morar mareder tira management adilulwase lagi red morulia speed limit el mas radid le tial gora vibration ra tial load ra heavy equipment au ulang mo affect ay gel vibraran may gel ula o bew mang akora di swakal addresser say gidel issue o ay salwase ang since ra 2002 employee dem loringa sel opening radid tial PSLD Egora wal kotokora mlamok concern after agisat tial Jaika report wase kotokora bagikla alla ka maintenance tial Japan Palau Friendship Bridge ebut the lutan mo amawa kora karyor magkora di swakal Michael oker kal wase ngaraigel kora sabi edel gutmok on our part msulang kora mal kamang tal da agi
masulang me di kote pagkataktil wasin dirgakakora assessment tel mrul was tial vibration na di damne ula tel melel tial vibraran mang al su mangania ko al tu al maral waise en gire del amol mutel kititil mongil ongerung ya kidam narin sela al milkat mokl namornya part regal tax ra malubeng fees ra the resistor amlay el mo help ra maintenance ra igarrael le kida makatetal time kadang may gal grant dimle di busra al sela gal grant ra kaltatela time el merel ang sel wal play training malubeng ngudo del set aside del girela annual ang semi-annual maintenance regal di el all-time namoring segi del fund adid amina tial di dara aren raka ang aringi a rule maintenance plan ringi ogyu obangel sel maintenance plan na valentira jaigal el help para adadalo mesaigel el wal indication malubeng igel ol hotel wasi kada assess radi de al chum kada mesa yegi ngarinya igel koram na po ringi na crack makarang yegi de asab edel mersel plan yang small deal wasi tianga may lead to a bigger problem alobe tiagi de olela mamangiri ul mare edel correct ringi ngari segi de a few years back adire kam ne help del release ang aring material engineer sa professor Kyoto University amlay matam ne help al assessor adid silba tidil wasa tidir kita mal dirku ngil nding girel ngaringa igel regular al maintenance malubeng assessment ngi mang kamsulara agere ela ko bagik lang mal dir kum si ati tam sa amil
Ejiak mutele kor kau ngaringi abuigal milla darak serang ramong actually teteru tiragang waigel plaltu vice president ma director wasit tel togora drugs crisis wasel kong manamok lo adarak servelaw ngang walblel ko la obisra NEL report yal report seral report tanti loba da tokol mora adal blel report terengi le seral ko le got tulu ay srang klel tigalun makadong elwaset tirkang awalulu ada mits kama information elwaset adaradarak mam karangi en wangaratet telel ngal buigal mle reportan mora NEA angarnya adara NEL wal tilob dan mo subadi tirgel adal wal lol traigal klalo I guess en diawin sa taking pin al up to ko lava makora di so kalogel wase magarasab irar adara balloon how can we combat this war on drugs okorem la mo dia the trustera system mang ngaringiar sorry report and thing na mo dia soril report letan na mo madakling you know like I said tirgal buigal mrut ay gang other alert tigay gidel long tool padang la trials el gangster asina ngara al seltiang egitial milsatial dilubra adalong la malgayo mang esarte sid sabingel adarasina Ediso alogi utiang president was you know gida mal magegare etigay gidel adarax runners etigal adrasina akmla sa Google learning and they will wipe out your whole family if you mess around with them if they ham deliver igel mangoraswa alogi utiang aleng ak mga ave koradi nga kalmo madak and then akmesat tiel president lal may makoradi so kal opom tat seringi o asim magarada resolver tiam mar ava mo feel safe de hal feel langar niya hotliner ka ung adal sab edel trust seringi el bol sab el take care ay gayid el issue mar adal report mo sab el feel safe de hal feel was said that their life is on the line
Kamsulang diyan maral tol wasi adal ko lang giril report del Morsel Narcotic Enforcement Unit. Kamsula information and direct ko direct aklang wasi laigida amladub mak mo bring it del more attention ra director abli labulis. Nga ka adas il ko officer AG report na mo to kading walgim ngal adal di anonymous yagi try low reo loban tirar bulis mesegi da direkal imora role la adrablua asab il report kor obis ra director elong da director rabli la bulis direct nga I guess al suman dia kalaw marang aring segi dal 911 kiri ra adlo mo kadong report taigal concern certain mo rabli la bulis so I think what obis AG 4882 as kung ngani ra adal sorry ko le report they remain anonymous sulang
جينا اختريق نطر كلام شيء هذا ندري غير هذا الماسنجر يجي ما ادري غل سو شو من دخل confident كذا مال كذا make sure identity ترى دخل توب كذا يجي ده ما يجي information and make sure more تيجي right هذا investigate شو ما ريق concerns so malungi la point regarding it really takes the whole community cloud to tell like the information and help pergi del trial campata tal issue suila and it's correct there's been a lot of recently adrasina the ticket tira la vaya khal meso so customs has been doing a good job and minister magdam renga sulura amring lurior but there's more. So,
I think in the last 3 weeks, yung namori nga tablol gays ra methamphetamine, wana involved ra sa al mirbela tourist, involved ra meth. Is the latest last week or 2 weeks ago yung gukradil direct kal sili sa level barot ra or arel I think. Kira terul aba kalbus arel all time. Mlani nga charge mla other officer AG mla charge deal with trafficking ma importation ra methamphetamine manggel sa ala 50,000 abel ngi dira ka sa el post engger dila $100,000 abel ngi dira kal sa el post so currently takalbus e mangila ko trial dates ti sulang
akariga mora minister ngira luase adome sera internet esel afaram la placer belal top 25 destinations to visit ra 2025 mangora di swa kalogel luase ministry gaw ma PVA ngarat kora ngaya plan sertil gora mga tmokal girela al sugum la advertise sa blue bela luase taraigel el balu el dia carmal turista el morning agora di to add to that min sabi di answer mal na mo tokar okyagar git el ngara Hong Kong el May di tilom ara ticket te al ngara package tours takmula se maral botokar sa limam el sorin merbela unding mal expensive makoro ogel wasing ngarnya well sabi edel gut maklisel private public partnership lo banggela aigal private telgom bali ma state o mesel wase waya mo malalbakra blur or rather te kluma mora mo snorkeling ngarnya sab el partnership el gut maklil wase maybe dongang tara legal fees ما بول سبيدل attractor o kyak malwan sel pick up bol sebedel el gugo nga sa aral el moraigel dimla aral el partra ol giser tial tora tourism
Amra loada del question halo koram ko kakalo lo mata sa tenji nga ako tesel tokol molgorngil waset tial flight nga Hong Kong el medi murar adal ditilo maratiget tir si action gotlungil tokol kita suata FIT freely independent traveler ma adal dingil maratiget ringek merde osigra hotel ringi osigra tour boringi si ne part tel strategy gidek mung kadam gi gogid maral mo roidra package tour le package tour amri kola ko na tara grim nga ramok sa lager de dik merde nga hotel tin nga tour tir mat se ko nam na changes sa dynamics aong erung nga I guess agri mo ogel wasing makara adol doisrar adal merbelaw. At the moment, seldom sa skogi, and other than Shabal Magorea, ekadana mokmedal morsel full, kadana urangali egel mneskogi naringira pre-pandemic. China Airline am namo 4 flights a week. President tanang usugi dumelang mo niya kwanta silomur December 7th. Ingara inaugural flight na gidere kwanta sil merbelaw. Makulngitra ada media mal joiner gidel welcome resel first flight na Qantas December 7th oh gidele osusul timing a United am na complete agir rogul mle pre-pandemic flights and even daily flights gidele again adital model kung ako rayama gidele shabala dodengep mong directly through the efforts of president ang mo starta agel temodot mong obiang at mong regular charter flights along ra March.
Tel clock sa igidale arrival ra Qantas Airlines sa December 7.
Se arrive ra tindira kalsal mo sure leng ngania conflict ringi misal arrival at China Airline. It's going to be in the afternoon, possibly 5 or 6. They're ironing out the detail mong arrive ra one or the other. Mong mera sabado. Igidale meladi ada awle lang po da magarang en mutual resume agel mle 4 flights ra pre-pandemic mara Korea maigel regel flights ang ara Shabal madome sa numbers agi da kadam lo endra ela kada average akme 4,300 per month Sa Edalomes at the end of the year, kadalamo, we're hoping to hit at least 55,000-60,000 this year. Abyo talom so de legend ang gida Edalomes ay di sila ginga la media askogi determine aklong la okyak. Michael maral mire lang Edalomes ang umsin di between 60 to 70% full. Aklol effort ri de lang uro lo ngela Australian government nanya mitir mo maray delis el malasam mo clocally si Edal market traveler Australia. Nguk kan sa Edal kumgi kay gidal sko gilmi. I hope pa siya oras mo ruti sel gadim.
Minister Jenkins akora tiogerel Diagudeo se mulo sab ML masasel interview nga kalobangela tarangayas kalbuiga mangaria imora sure nga kanlo sa pegal gora open up share. And after that I dimlakul aswal was saying maral kloa mental issue belaw kadokora other bela koram langul was setya ti tigel gora smell makitap tarir di after seral open katog hikoram le open up pakmlo mal aswar mal batok our parents al lom katong ngak el helper ngal gir ti kal tirgal ngal gir mol mutar ar maklol at etanamul tuira darax ma omalim rom makora ang kwa mo sual mo emotional maral dim lahul aswal was it there's a need and that akum dasing lagi ret el place ra our counselors ra elementary level ngaringa osengela ministry ra education el gora omeser segit mar el bornya training ra sensel was ang tasmalo mesrangal kal may happy and then all of a sudden ng gora dilmuk ngaringa gora training rar sensel sa il gora omes identify rangal kay help rangal because sometimes ng gora abuse or domestic violence mang gora di kal ngog the swimmer sel was ngaringa gora osengela ministry rather than high school level polome sa elementary level was in sa el morning counseling al girela tokora mental issues or not just mental issues but any other issues.
Thank you for that question. This is a very difficult issue. These are very difficult issues, and they are societal issues. I recently, just this week, have been meeting with some students who are, it's an assignment, and they were looking at some societal issues, and it was an English assignment, and they asked if they could come and interview me, and we talked about it. I found it fascinating. The extent of the domestic abuse that they had experienced was much larger than imagined, and they keep it very quiet, of course. In the difficult we have is with the even in the high school or the elementary level is having people who are qualified counselors. We have 4 qualified counselors at the high school. 4, and they are working from the Ministry of Health and Human Services for us, but 4 for 3,000 students is not nearly enough. So your question about the training for teachers is a good one, and we are working on that. The issue that we have to address is finding the qualifications of people who can address these issues with the students.
Yes.
The other issue we need to address, and this is not necessarily an MOE issue, and one that I found from the students, is after quite a long discussion of these type of problems, which they had experienced and had friends who had experienced some. They asked a very telling question. They said, so we've identified it, we know what it is, we know who's the problem, what do we do then? And that's where our problem is that we need to have resources available for the students to run, which is exactly what your point is. And that's something that we need to work on. We need shelter. We need lots of different issues to address all of these problems that our young people are addressing. The good news is these kids are really resilient, and that they seem to have a better grip on the problem than we do. In fact, I was just talking to another one who was a graduate 3 or 4 years ago about the drug issue. And they know more about it than I would ever know. They know exactly how it works. They know everything about it, except for the names. They, of course, can't give those up. But these are things that maybe we need to start asking our younger people to help us understand and deal with them. And then we need to address the issues of remediation or remedies for these problems much more effectively than we have been doing in the past. So we are going to address this at the MOE. But again, that's a very short and late. It's late. The children are already growing. Okay? But thank you.
Adi lungi le kuk tokora youth. Actually nga niya yalim lang niya te lam nga kama director sa ro kilometer nga Pastor Paul Tenorio ra Seventh Day Adventist Church. And milsa dangot al tokon mo touch tel tokora youth ma igagil tokora drugs ma gidel mental health issues. Nga mle share was during their recruiting ratrigal student missionaries in Rebelao. Nga niya baby are other nam umul nga kuk skill sets mental health. Manggal pastor amle suggested mora kuk HR government kung sa amal mo share gigidal kuk dur gigidal atal nga sel sigidal system. Mans edal kuk malatil mil mo missionary lo nga sa gigidal mental health. At the same time, President Unia legal mitra ambassador of France ra nga hudiping. Engulo ay sel wasingania program ra government ra France el separate entity ni trial kuk waljaka volunteers, ni French volunteers mo kotora nga bayad. الدريغل سي إلمو الأقنالين كرتيل مرا MHHS إلمو دريغل شير مالي تريغل وكمرا سيد الفيلد را mental health المسيرة منيا أجيب ملاسم الأوبن أجيد الاسم المرا بتقول يسوع.
My last. Ngwa di so lo gera minister ke level wase kada koram la diverse kom administration as well diversify at kora economy. Akora di swakal kora ogel wase ngaring akora in the works ra ministry ra financial most of it di mega rogul payment online atang kata.
Thank you, Jennifer. As President Whips' agenda, this administration has been to diversify our economy. Our ministry has been involved in the development of the fintech industry as one of those diversification strategies. Part of the fintech solution that we work on is our payments, improving payment gateways. And this is why we pursued the program for cloud stablecoin. We are working currently on 2 conventional payment gateways. One, we are in the finalization stage with the Azukuda system, and you will be able to make your payments to customs online. And we are now working on finalizing a payment gateway for the Treasury.
So you'll be able to make payments to several of the cashiers to the Treasury using your credit cards.
Ya di last tel kami tengah President suakal otangaw lego Mr. Ligera COP29 rabaku eng malmle betokar youth lul panggem mang suakal dingu te alle mal otangaw le kung maral wasit tidika nga mo obaklu gargit man ak otangaw ma administration erga wel gayda chief of staff erga tarangayas karadil ya kung maral wase with your administration and your leadership ya kung maral wase tamal mo not tell the education tamal mo gain abatogal knowledge through your leadership makti ngutyang iti suakal kora otangaw mark cabinet tergal malbatokar ngaskal blamol ngitertil return and merbela loader and hopefully tirigel nga school al mutel me edi dangartyang edi suakal recognizer tigel lengal gra Palau Taiwan Association and nilo first place ra Taiwan ra through cultural performance di suakal ngartyang malmereng asule me akmal apologize and malbatok karik.
إذا مرال أسولي الترجال مجرى هذا تيرام لورا سكول الموت الماء وناسيور جدرا قبل من ترجيدا من كذا مرال مو براود تيرا تنغرا قابق كلهم ميتين لهم تريورا غورالة يقرؤوا لغلغلين نعم شارلين رامبرساي أملارسي Oh, kama mga kotem lembu bodol mo kasi kama senior citizens ng artia. Triga ko di magigare lahat ng artia. Triga silding ang kamarokoi. But anyway, it was good to be among such a group of young people. They represent our future and to be working with them. So, kamaran mo prouder team. Sulang. Irene, kamo.
I'm not here logan ke la nga ka atra mitia hindi ko logan asulit gali wang waklak eskringil masem mo kering ya se dila kaun loge mahalabak talit to ko Rigel so Dr. Jenkins dinero masi in order to attract more investment and diversify the economy, skilled labor is essential. What initiatives does your administration have in place to improve entrepreneurial skills training and workforce development, especially in high-growth areas like technology and sustainable industries? Tialkera, lagira la capacity building territorio. Makparating mo loli raw le ang maraming amo involved pa finance, ma education, ma matire kay minister nutuon sa administration, ma CIP for engineering and such. Marakora doswetel girela abu krangaliga derbela leng kata di tourism hindi ka dira kal mal gira kal diversify mora eka kita blockchain el alvlay ol khatsat tanampeng ko di mral bedon say if you can help and share.
Hoy, tiam sulang mal to ka program sa loron bail pastrat alm the wise.
First.
Well, thank you for that question. We are in the process of revising our entire curriculum throughout the ministry, beginning with kindergarten on up. But at the high school level, one thing which we have is we have a construction technology academy, which is the last 2 years of the high school. We're trying to insert into that an instructional technology, use of computers to do X, Y, and Z. We have the hardware to do it now, thank goodness. We now have the capability of running it, and we are working to find teachers that we can have to assist us with that. Our goal is so when those students are complete at their senior year after 2 years in this academy, that they'll be qualified and certified to deal with computer problems. As we looked around, we just counted yesterday that we have over 250 computers in our classrooms now. Those computers are going to need maintenance and assistance, so we're going to definitely need some help there. That's one of the things with the workforce that working with Minister Matul that really has been a positive kick to us, because what it's pointed out is that no longer can the teachers at the school handle all of these technical issues, so that we need to reach out. The other issue that I wanted to address, and I'm glad you're here, is that we are hoping to have these students, once they complete high school, be it in air conditioning or be it in any one of these areas that we're able to begin offering, that rather than going to necessarily go work for a company, that they begin operating their own businesses as entrepreneurs. And I've been wanting to get in touch with you to discuss this issue, because I know you're very alert on that. So if after this meeting, if you get it, we can get together and make an arrangement to have you assist us, please. Okay.
Medic Lirsel was agingara amalengala aldo ulgirtel transition report. Mansokal mulwasa gimna reach out to maragir rogul agencies, WIOA, SPDC, PCAA, PCC, MOE, Macau. Makopot man sa thermometer sometime soon. Yo to kertil alguk program regal mo makamo sa dekal silo dekal program rogoy.
Sula, mlamo ka questions? Okay.
Something just came up. President akmil nga dadu ra terul nga ra PCC etirgang angarsel hospitality and tourism gidang ilusel grant aid ra Australia algo seral after a COVID en black close el anta di terul ngal gangarsel class say gidral ngarinya ground or opening or say semeral ngarang mal poto ka ngil training al sabi el morse gitial gora ultura togora tourism akora wonder was ngarinya o singela magara sabi edel loader labangela PCC leng nguk ti kadrokul ngal gagir del mora higher education ngayon ngal galguk ti madura tokora im magarasab edel mo mutal mo o agisi at tokora vocational training ra PCC man di kan necessarily wasi girin mo ra college waya MOC ra nga ra mong eda trainer ti edel ngalget magarata udol bangela PCC ma na atang amo minister ang ira sa LHNC
sa tela mena Mr. Matul
Sula
Jack, again, الدور الأول transition committee أقل نمو مريق لديرا قدم اللاس ملول دا كاي يدرو البروجرام اللي كاقروس البروجرام كاقروس funding نغي كاقروس board نغي مونوال بلل siloed من for example SPDC last week pangdo lo menteri lagi ta under Guam UOG ya director SPDC ako se base sel MOU gi dan gira li liak litil masauder tir ma aldo do lo mangel segir ko federal program mo kadam garang e odo calmera development mong di mo imo director masaud ada bora PCC mo segir mo sauder ngil school ako under PCC mo titil lorur tra programmer tir ma aldo do lang po garang ataw ora da WIOA magel internship programmer tir lo mangel PCAA role di sort of aligned with the priorities are presented to the ministry. El direkal mara MOE. Mang segita dola sa okringir tegil transition report. Hopefully in sabel moving forward ng mo kurata with the sidel. Lobang gila Irene el direkal mandekabol adam funding ang ima kuk other than la rel.
Sula. Ma segong de yang odal ger. And we'll all the route raisyo karerul Sunday from now. Gida maldimrenga suliu. Last although krat kaniye southern ruringa recognize tigel October silsil tira al sils mong happy birthday. El mora Marlene G. Kangara MHRCT. Marlene Theodore G. Okay. Ma Sydney Rungulbay ngara Ira Elementary School, Madeline Tamagin ngara Angar Elementary School, Jamie Marep ngara Malgayok Elementary School ati gamaldi ngara school. Oy. Allen Bemar ngara security gid. Oy. Officer Bemar. Diregal Tino Fatuala ngara Hospital Administration ngara Tino ma lastly and most importantly ngawak la swala da happy birthday Sula malo sea Dios el olmol malo makaltanga travelwad marbek la rogui ma uktemera erul Sunday from now happy Thanksgiving, happy family day. Sula.